Hey Fusion parents, this is Will Davenport, and I wanted to just take a quick moment to go over two things that have happened recently in our Fusion ministry, our Fusion retreat, and our God's Design for Sex series. First, on our Fusion retreat, we had a fantastic time. It was exciting to have the 17 kids that we had there, and I know some of you had schedule conflicts. We certainly missed your kids a lot. But let me give you the bottom line of what we talked about. We talked about something that's called the principle of the path. Basically, it's the biblical idea of you reap what you sow. But here's what we told your kids. It's not what you want, but what you do that determines where you'll go. It's not what you want, but what you do that determines where you go. So for me, if I want to become a healthy and in-shape person, and yet I fill myself with junk food all the time, and I sit around as a couch potato, I can't reasonably expect to ever have health or be in good shape. Sitting on a couch and eating junk food lead to unhealthiness. They don't lead to healthiness. So I can want all day long to be healthy, but unless I make those choices, I will never go down the path that I want to go down. The same is true for our teenagers. If they want to honor God with their sexual purity and keep their hearts pure before God, and yet they watch movies that are filled with sexual junk, inappropriate uses of sexuality, and they look at magazines that they know are filled with junk, Cosmopolitan, any of the magazines in the grocery store, it seems like. If they're on websites, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of those websites, and they fill their hearts and their minds and their thoughts with inappropriate uses of sexuality, then they're not going to go down a path that leads them to healthy relationships with each other, with boys and girls, with God, with their parents. They're going to lead to a path of unhealthiness. So just making that clear connection, and you can talk about this with your kids really in any context. Any and every choice that we make leads down a path. It's not an isolated decision. It's always leading somewhere. So we want our choices and decisions leading us down the path that God has for us, the abundant life, the immeasurably beyond everything we could hope or imagine path for our lives. The good path in Jeremiah 29:11. So the other thing is God's design for sex. Below in this email is a whole host of resources. I strongly encourage you to use some of these resources with your kids. None of them are long, but they're all very helpful, talking about things like dating, what is actually going on with our teens and sexuality in the United States right now, how to overcome sexual addiction, how to deal with dating, how to deal with modesty. All of these things are available, and so I encourage you to go through and check them out. And if I can be of service to you in any way, I want to, because we want at Fairview to be partners with you in helping your kids live the abundant life that Jesus Christ wants for them.